Halloween has always been my favorite night of the year. Ever since I was a kid, I loved everything about it. The costumes, the candy, the cool air, the eerie decorations. I never grew out of it. Even as an adult, I still dressed up and handed out candy to the neighborhood kids with way too much enthusiasm. But what happened last Halloween changed all of that. It was the first year I was celebrating in my new house. I just bought it a few months earlier, a small place on the edge of a quiet neighborhood. Big front yard, long driveway, surrounded by woods on two sides. Peaceful, maybe a little too quiet. I decorated like crazy. Pumpkins, lights, skeletons on the porch. I wore a silly vampire costume and filled a giant bowl with candy. Kids started coming around 6 p.m. Pirates, witches, superheroes. I smiled, complimented costumes, and snapped a few pictures for fun. Around 8:30, the flow of trick-or-treaters slowed down. It was getting colder. I decided to leave the bowl on the porch with a sign that said, "Take one," and went inside to watch a horror movie. That's when things started getting weird. It was maybe 9:15 when I heard the knock. Not the doorbell. A knock, slow and heavy. I assumed it was another kid, maybe a teenager, too cool for the doorbell. I opened the door expecting some awkward high schooler in a hoodie, but no one was there, just the bowl, empty. I stepped outside and looked around. The street was empty. All the porch lights were off except mine. Everyone had gone in for the night. I went back inside, slightly annoyed, and locked the door. 10 minutes later, another knock. Same rhythm, slow, heavy. This time it made my skin crawl. I opened the door again. Nothing. Except now, the plastic skeleton that had been hanging from the porch light was lying on the ground. Its string had been cut. I picked it up and scanned the yard. Still no one. I shut the door, locked it, and turned on the porch camera feed from my phone. Nothing moved. I sat back on the couch, trying to shake the uneasy feeling growing in my chest. Around 10 p.m., the knocking came again, only now it was at the back door. I froze. No one ever came to the back. It led into the woods. I crept to the kitchen and peeked out the window. I couldn't see much, just the shadows of trees swaying in the wind. The knocking continued, louder, more aggressive. Then it stopped. I waited 5 minutes, staring at the door. When I finally got the courage to open it, there was nothing there, except a single piece of candy, a fun-sized Snickers. And it was warm, like it had just been in someone's hand. I slammed the door and locked it. Every light in the house went on. I checked every window. Nothing. My camera feeds showed no movement. I told myself maybe it was a kid playing a prank, but it didn't feel like that. It felt targeted. I tried to sleep, but I kept waking up, convinced I heard footsteps. In the hallway, in the kitchen. At one point, I swear I heard breathing just outside my bedroom door. I didn't sleep at all. When the sun finally came up, I checked the cameras again. That's when I saw it. At exactly 2:17 a.m., the front porch camera caught a frame. One frame. A person standing at my door. Not a costume. No mask. Just a pale man. Bald. Eyes wide open. Grinning so hard his cheeks looked like they might tear. His clothes were dirty. His hands stained dark. Maybe with paint, maybe not. He stood there. Not knocking. Not moving. Just staring at the door. The next frame? Empty. The one after that? A photo, taped to the lens. It showed me, asleep in my bed. The angle was from inside the house. I called the police immediately. They searched the property, but nothing turned up. The photo was real, printed, glossy. They dusted it for prints, nothing. They checked the woods, no tracks, no signs of anyone. I don't know who he was or how he got in. I don't know how long he was watching me before Halloween. But I do know this. Every Halloween since, I leave town. I don't decorate. I don't hand out candy. I don't do anything. Because I'm afraid that one night I'll open my door and he'll be standing there, still grinning, still watching, still waiting.